see you again.
Happy heart attack birthday.
Thank you very much. Were you going to be at the big dinner tomorrow?
I would have liked that. Well, what do you eat at a heart attack birthday dinner?
I can pretty much eat anything I want now.
I will. I'll throw you a huge dinner. We'll go wherever you want, too.
Great.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese, Jack in the Box, you name it.
Congratulations on the new show. Now tell people about the old show. Is the old show continuing, or is the old show not continuing?
No, the old show. Well, the old show may continue, but not without the old guy.
You're moving on.
Yes,
and this is the Man Show.
Yeah, the Man Show.
And it's been on Comedy Central.
4 years. Yeah.
4 years.
4 magical years. We won a Peabody Award for the show. I don't know if people realize that, but yeah, we did. We won
congratulations.
for the girls on trampolines.
As I recall, the precept of the show, the kind of the fundamentals of the program was what? What was, in theory, what was the show? What was the purpose?
Really, our thought behind the show is that guys like to look at girls with their tops off.
Right.
And it turned out to be true.
We
proved it to be true. And I want to thank you for having me on the show. You know, I didn't know if I'd be invited back on the show, especially since I'm here asking people to stop watching this show and start watching mine.
Now, your show is actually on opposite this show, is that?
Yeah, well, it's on at midnight, so it'll be on at the halfway point.
So you come on after Ted Koppel, then?
Right. Yeah.
Well, I think that's a pretty good.
Oh yeah, we're great. We're the best pairing since O.J. and Nicole, is what they're saying. Actually, I was happy to be on because I figured that this either means you're very fond of me, or you really think the show's just going in the toilet, and you're not worried about it at all.
No, I'm actually very fond of you, and I wish you all the best, because I know starting a brand new show is very difficult.
Right. It is difficult, and I'm nervous about it because, well, you know, it could go the way yours went, where you go for 20, maybe 30 years, who knows, and then it could go the way Arsenio's has gone, and you know, you're getting hit with digits.
I don't think we want to make fun of Arsenio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He did very well on that first show.
Oh, he did do well.
Yeah, made quite a lot of money on that. He's just fine.
He's doing all right.
But now, what are you doing by way of preparation? What do you give people some insight into what you do to begin the new show?
Well, I do 1,000 sit-ups a day. Number one. I'm in the top physical condition of my life. That's number one. I mean, you got to stay healthy. You have to have your health. You have nothing otherwise. Then you have to hire people, and all my relatives want to work on this show. My Uncle Frank is working on the show, my cousin Sal, my cousin Mickey. There are more relatives than the Osmonds on my show.
Now, is that good? Is that a nice support
system?
Well,
you know, I try to tell them that they're not qualified to work on a talk show, and then they mention that I'm not qualified to work on one either. So that argument doesn't really hold up.
Now are you going to have guests on the show?
We'd like to, but we haven't been able to get any yet.
Who have you been going after?
I don't. Where do you go to parties and round them up, or how does that work? It's not good. It really isn't good. We have no guests as of right now. And, you know, I actually asked you to be my first guest.
You know, by the way, that was very nice of you.
You were nice enough to send me the no freaking way. But
you know, I was very touched by that. Thank you.
Thank you. And also we asked Gwyneth Paltrow, because she has a movie coming out that week, and her publicist actually said, this is not a lie, you must be smoking crack. So now it's like...
but, you know, he says that to us, and we ask for her as well.
Yeah, now it's like Emmanuel Lewis wants to wait and see how the show plays out before he commits. We're going down the reality list.
But now, it starts on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So does it mean that you're going to be on 6 nights that week?
Well, ABC wanted me to ease into the show and really get my bearing before people judge me, so they put me on Super Bowl Sunday. Originally, they were going to put me on during the fourth quarter of the game so that I could really ease into it. But, no, I'm doing 6 shows that night.
Oh, my God. Or that week you'll do 6 shows. Oh,
which is great with no guests. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a show.
But now that first show, that's got to be a killer. You got a lot of good stuff on that first show?
No, I really have nothing. I'm not kidding. We did, well, hopefully the Super Bowl, something will happen there. But other than that, we're screwed. We did a test show, and, you know, you test and you get your friends to be guests and stuff, and it was It was just terrible. I mean, I was terrible. The show was terrible.
That's good. That's good.
You think that's
good?
Oh,
absolutely. You want to have those test shows go right down the drain.
Yeah.
You don't want them to be good.
Really?
Yeah, because they get those out of the way, and then you'd be ready to go for when the real moment comes.
Is that how it works?
Oh, absolutely.
But couldn't it just be that you're bad at it, and then you're bad in the test show, and then bad for the whole rest of the time?
Yeah, I suppose you got a point.
You go like that. It's not like the guys that are bad are having great test shows.
I can't get over. You got to work 6 nights that first week.
Yeah, that first week.
Oh man, that just.
And then it's every night after that. It's really. It turns out it's very hard. I mean, I took home the tape of the test show, and I watch it, and then I watched your show, and I wanted to kill myself after. No. I did. I really did.
Well.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know what you're gonna do. So maybe something will happen in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, maybe something will happen.
I mentioned this at the beginning of the program. You also on the Fox NFL Sunday show, and you do the funny little things, and you make the predictions about the.
Not for long though, actually.
You're kind of winding that up.
This is my last weekend on the show. And you can pretend to be sad or whatever if you want. Yeah.
You mentioned that some of the other guys don't like you on that show, but you were just kidding about that, is that
No. That I'm not kidding about. Yeah, the guys do not like me. Some of the guys dislike me intensely, and they're counting the days until I'm gone. It's just one more week.
And why don't they like you?
Well, I think that's obvious.
Really?
Well, I torment them. The first week I pointed out that Terry Bradshaw is bald. Mm-hmm. Now, this is something I assumed he knew. He wasn't aware of it until then, and he was angry, and it really never got any better from there. But this is it for me there. Yeah.
And you make predictions. How did you do for the regular season?
I didn't do too well this year, but I've been 13-3 over the last month, so I've been doing pretty well. Except I had the Jets yesterday, which was not good.
And the Super Bowl, who do you think goes there?
I think it's going to be some combination of the Titans and Eagles and maybe the Buccaneers, and I don't know. I don't know who else. I really don't know. I don't know anything. You know how it works. The secretary always wins the football pool.
Right.
You know, it's like, ooh, a lion would kill a dolphin, so I'll take the lion, and that always seems to win.
And they get the $1,200. Yeah. I didn't realize this about you, but you spent your youth in Las Vegas. You lived in Las Vegas?
Yeah, I did.
Where were you born?
I was born in Brooklyn, and I moved to Vegas when I was 9. And I grew up there, and it's really a great place to grow up because you see things in Las Vegas that you never see elsewhere, like Sammy Davis Jr. in the boys' department buying pants.
Really? You saw that?
Yeah, I did see it at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Wow.
Yeah, he had little pants, to go on his little body.
And
I was. I mean, we went on the Strip and we'd shoot people with fire extinguishers. We did terrible things as a kid.
What do you mean, actually?
With the water fire extinguishers, the tourists would be, you'd hose them down. We do it like practically every night. But I did like maybe 1,000 times. And one night, my uncle comes out from New York, and we get pulled over by the cops. The cop pulls us over, and he says, "How old are you?" I said, "I'm 17." He's like, "How old are you?" To my buddy Cleto. He's like, "I'm 18." "How old are you?" To my uncle. 44. So, that's Uncle Vinny. He's.
And did you go to jail for that?
No, we didn't go to jail. No, we were just we were slapped around a little and thrown back in the car.
And how long did you live in Las Vegas?
For 10 years.
Wow.
10 years.
I had no idea.
10 good years in Vegas, yeah. Well, I mentioned to you each of the other 5 times I was on the show, but
I've drawn a blank.
I could see you forgetting it, yeah.
Now,
I won't forget because I won't have as many guests. So the one I have, I'll know.
Now, this show is going to be live. Is it live every night or just Super Bowl Sunday night?
Yeah, it's live every night until ABC realizes what a horrible idea that is. Yeah, it's not a great idea.
And what kind of thing, what advantage will that give you, do you think, doing the show live?
I think that it won't give me any advantage at all. I really don't know. Somebody said we should do it live. I said, fantastic, whatever.
Yeah.
Sign me up. I figured Regis does it. Why shouldn't I?
That's right. Exactly.
Our motto on the show, we actually have a motto. I don't know if you have a motto.
We don't have a show motto.
Our motto is, anything can happen, but it probably won't.
I think our motto, what was it earlier, Paul? Geez, what's the deal on that guy? What's the matter with that guy?
I thought it was hit me with the digits.
Oh, that's right. Hit me with the digits. Well, the big Jimmy Kimmel Live program premieres Sunday, January 26th over there on ABC. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I'll need
all the best success.
Thank you.
Jimmy Kimmel, everybody. We'll be back with Simon Baker.